Yo, what is going on, man? I am B-Ball Jones. I am simply a basketball trainer that is here to bring you the blueprint, the stories, and the mindset to help you make progress in your game. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's get it. What is your frequency? So when I say frequency, I'm thinking more of like a radio. So if you guys don't remember radio for real. So we got in the car or just sometimes you're in the house chilling, turn the radio on, and you could be in a space where, let's say you listen to 98.7, right? And we're here, 98.7 is kind of like this radio slash rap, type of station. And that's where it is where I'm from. But you drive, let's say you drive over to the next city, like the main city, that might end up being like a country station. Or you drive the other direction, it might end up being like a, a, a pop radio station. Because that's the frequency that you're tuned into to pick up and attract this station of what they're projecting out there. And so I want to ask you, what is your frequency? What are you attracting and bringing into you? What are you drawing into your radio station? And think about what your emotions are. Think about where you are emotionally and mentally. Think about where your energy is, because that's kind of where your frequency is at. So if you're in a sad space, check to see what you're pulling into. Are you pulling in and attracting sad things? Are you always listening to sad music? If you're always angry all the time, are you watching things that have violence in them or things that just have Hulk smash mentality attached to them? Because that's the radio station that you're tuned into. If you're listening to violent music all the time, that thing is is doing something to you to where it's coming in. You ever heard that saying that you are what you attract? And I don't think that's 100% true. I think it's more of like what I'm saying with the radio station, where you're tuning into things, but it's also aligned with the yellow car theory. And just to explain it to you, basically, it's like, say you're going out one day with your mom or your dad, whoever, doesn't really matter. You're going out with them one day and they're going to buy that new Cybertruck. And so now let's not go Cybertruck. Let's say they driving, going to pick up and drive a purple Dodge Challenger. Let's just pick a very odd one. A purple Dodge Challenger. And then you like, man, I probably only seen like one other person with a purple Dodge Challenger. That's crazy. But as soon as you leave the store, I mean station, wherever, I can't think about the name right now. Whenever you leave the place, the car lot, boom, I figured out. Whenever you leave that car lot, next thing you know, you saw two more purple Dodge Challengers on the way home. Like that's crazy. You went from seeing maybe one in your 13 years of 20 years of existence before that day to now seeing three, including your mom or dad's ones in that day. That's crazy to think about. But then the next day, you end up seeing two more. But then that next week, you end up seeing five more that whole week. Now, you went from seeing one in all those years to now seeing like 20 within a week span. That's crazy to think about. Now, did you really see 20 in that first week? Or was your brain just able to pick up and attract more of that because your frequency is tuned in to be aware of that thing now? That's the real question here. So because your brain has more attention paid to a purple Dodge Challenger, you're going to pay attention to it more and notice more of those things. So if my brain is tuned in to see and notice more positive things, I'm going to catch more positive things. If my brain is tuned in to watching basketball games and I'm noticing people's footwork, I'm going to notice certain things about people's footwork. So when I say you are what you attract, it's more of like you are what you're paying attention to and you attract more of what you're paying attention to. It's not just this straight up thing of like I'm a mean person so I attract mean people. I think it's more of I'm a mean person so I'm able to connect or pair with people who are similar as me because I notice these things easier. It takes one to know one mentality. Or you pair well with people, meaning that if I'm like red and blue pairs wear together, then if I'm a red, I'm gonna notice other red people. Or if I'm a red, I'm gonna notice more blue people because that's the pairing that we have that goes together. So I'm asking you to be more mindful and cognizant of your frequency, what you're tuned into. Because if you're tuned into more of what you want to become and more of what you want to pay attention to, you'll become more of that thing. You'll pay attention to it more. So if you truly want to get better with your skills, let's bring this all the way back. I'll make it very practical for you. If you truly want to be a better shooter, be better with your ball handling, you should be doing everything you can to make your environment be of that. So if I want to be a better shooter, I'm figuring out who do I need to watch every day be. I want to steal their shooting ability. So I'm trying to watch their form as much as I can. I'm watching their footwork, how they get into the shots, how they create space of their shots. How are they getting off the dribble versus on the move or versus catch and shoot? Are they shooting on this side versus that side? How are they shooting three versus mid range? I'm noticing all these small things to pick up and attach to my game. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch high school, middle school, pro, overseas, G League, because I really want to study and consume what means to be a great shooter or a shooter in this capacity, meaning like I'm a 6'7" wing that's not the most athletic. So I'm watching somebody like a Clay Thompson or maybe like a Jimmy Butler, who's not the most athletic. Maybe a Reggie Miller, who about the same height, not the greatest athlete, but great scorers or great shooters to figure out how to get that thing going. But guess what? You're going to notice more and more players and more people who are like that. So just thinking that, like in that mindset, Sean Livingston was the mid-range killer, but he wasn't the most athletic. Uh, uh, Kyle Anderson, slow mo. He's not the most athletic guy, but he's about the same size and body frame, and he can be he can develop to be a mid-range shooter. So you can watch what not to be. Once again, you're pairing with this to where I see great shooters before I want to be, and I see examples of who not to be. Easy way to start breaking down the game and seeing it to where you're pairing your brain to what I want to be and what I don't want to be. So now your frequency is tuned in to be all these things or not to be all these things because you're more intention. Your attention is paying more. Your intention is making you pay attention more to these things. So you're noticing it more. So be like a good radio station. Tune in. Check your frequency to know that you're tuning into the right things of who you want to be, where you want to be, and all these other great things that you say you want to become. Make your environment be like that. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you for listening. See you on the next one. All right. Okay. Another time out. Okay. Look, if you got to this point, you have to be enjoying the episode. Like you have to. At this point in the episode, you're enjoying it. So help me help you. Just if you're on Apple right now and you're on your phone, okay, just take your phone, press the subscribe button. It's right there. Just do that with me. Even if on your laptop, take your mouse, boom, click over, boom, do your thing. Now you subscribe. Now you linked in because you don't want to miss the next great episode that I have. But doing stuff like this helps the episode grow, makes the show grow, and the podcast grow so I can keep getting great guests and keep doing great interviews. So if you listen on Apple or Spotify, take a second, look at your phone, press the follow button, okay? And share with a friend or two because you'll find the value in this. You want to have this conversation with your friends so they can have the same value. Now the whole basketball community can grow. All right. Thanks for listening so far. I'm going to get out your way. Let's get back to the episode. Appreciate you.